My fellows, have you ever wondered what are the hardest platinum trophies ever? I did, so I began to search on Reddit for the answer, and I think the community agreed on some. Today, I'll tell you the 5 hardest platinum trophies ever made. The first is Wolfenstein 2. This Reddit user said, Wolfenstein 2 has a trophy for beating the game on the no death and no saves difficulty. On PSN profile, the Platinum has 10 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs and 50 hours needed. Here 3 of the most difficult trophies. Mein Leben. Mein Leben difficulty is the greatest challenge of this game. Since it's just as hard as I Am Death Incarnate, that is the hardest mode, but there is a permadeath feature, which makes it impossible to save during your playthrough, and forcing you to restart from the beginning of the game. Hard-Deaded. As you play the game, you may find helmets of soldiers laying around the area. You can pick them for additional armor. For this trophy, you'll need to collect about 1000 helmets, an outrageous amount. Perks are these beneficial challenges that you can find in your menu, that require you to do a certain task over and over again until you reach the maximum. There are 18 different perks to max out, 6 being in each category. Another hard platinum is Friday the 13th. It's not that hard, but I decided to add it in this list because it requires a ton of hours and games played, and as you may think, this game isn't that fun, and it doesn't make you want to play so much. In fact, on PSN profile has 3 out of 10 difficulty, but more than 150 hours needed. This user says, Friday the 13th just has a stupid requirements to platinum. The amount of hours you need is ridiculous. In fact, the 3 most difficult trophies are the final chapter, play 1000 multiplayer matches as Jason. Head Counselor, play 1000 multiplayer matches as Counselor. And a PhD in murder, perform every kill in game at least once. What can I say? Would you have 10 to obtain it? Next is Devil May Cry 5. In fact, this user says, Devil May Cry 5 requires you to get S rank on all missions, on all difficulties, including L and L mode, where difficulty is cranked to 11, and you die in a single hit. So, to get S rank, you have to beat the entire game without taking damage. This game is ranked with 8 out of 10 difficulty, 6 playthrough, and more than 70 hours needed. But this is a skill-based plat. In fact, the 3 most difficult trophies are Highway to Hell, complete the game on Hell and Hell mode. Worthy of Legend, clear all missions with S rank on all difficulties, except Heaven or Hell. The hardest part of this trophy will be attaining S rank on Hell and Hell mode, as all enemies are on Son of Sparta settings, while you are as fragile as a fin of glass and can die with only one hit. Starway to Heaven, complete the game on Heaven or Hell mode. Heaven or Hell mode is a mode where the enemies will die in one hit. You may ask, where is the hard part? Well, in this mode you'll die in one hit too. The 4th game we'll talk today is Bloodborne. This user says, Bloodborne plat really is no joke. You have to complete every Callis dungeon to get the Ptolemaic Queen trophy, which is pretty difficult and time consuming on its own. Then there's the rest of the game with all the secrets and other bosses. This game is ranked with 7 out of 10 difficulty and more than 50 hours needed. The top 3 hardest trophies are Yharnam Sunrise, basically end the game. Hunter Essence, acquire all hunter weapons. And the most difficult one, Yharnam, Ptolemaic Queen. Defeat Yharnam. Blood Queen of the Old Labyrinth. In order to reach the Pthumerian Queen, you need to make your way through numerous dungeons. If any of you played this game, knows how hard are these dungeons and the amount of trials this game need to be ended. A literal curse. Crypt of the Necrodancer. This game was already known for its difficulty. This user says Crypt of the Necrodancer will always be the hardest platinum on the PlayStation 4. Only 9 people has managed to get it. And it takes at least 700 hours to complete it with a difficulty of 10 out of 10. Actually, it requires 900 hours. The top 3 rarest and hardest trophies are: lowest of the low. Complete an all chars run without picking up any items or using any shrines. There's no way to decrease incoming damage, no way to heal yourself, no damage or weapon upgrades, no spells, nothing. Basically, every character has to be finished with their starting gear, which means that in most cases, even a single mistake can be fatal. Impossible, right? Complete all zones mode with solo Coda. Coda is an extremely hard character. Why? He dies from losing the multiplayer, and each of you who played the game knows how easy it is to lose the multiplayer. The BPM of the songs are double, and touching any gold will result into an instant death. The third is Undeadly. Get 10 wins in a row in Cadence, Deathless mode. Deathless mode is basically an infinite amount of playthrough and will only end whenever the player dies. Players can access this mode via the character select screen. During this mode, PED rank counter is replaced with a win counter. Every time the player manages to successfully complete an all zone mode, they will receive 1 win. This trophy requires players to win 10 times in a row, whilst playing as Cadence. Before we end the video, I ask you a like and a subscribe, and tell me in the comments what was the hardest platinum trophy you earned. See you guys soon.